Welcome back to day 4 of the panel interviews of the incredible speakers for my Soulful and Magnetic Summit Prosperity by Design. We have incredible speakers. We'll do more blessings and more fun today, so stay tuned.
Soulful and Magnetic, hosted by Stephanie McAuliffe. Prosperity by Design, RSVP for free
All right. So, for our Soulful and Magnetic panel today, we have Dr. Katya coming live from Europe. Are you in Spain right now?
Yes.
We have Stephanie, we have Amanda, and you'll get a chance to meet each of these lovely ladies and just bask in the energy of healing and love and fun and play and abundance. So we'll start with Dr. Katya here. Tell us what soulful and magnetic means to you.
Soulful and magnetic, two powerful words put together. And for me, soulful really means connecting your purpose, your calling, and really living that, embodying that, integrating your purpose. So that for me is pretty much soulful. And magnetic is as you are in that energy, things just come to you with greater ease because you radiate the love and light that you are. And that way you become magnetic for all the good things in the world. And it's easier to manifest, easier to attract what you desire in your heart.
Nice. Okay, Stephanie. Soulful and magnetic.
Soulful to me is we are living in our purpose from the truth of who we are. We've shed the stories and the energies that have driven us to try to push through the world, and the old energies of striving are gone. And being magnetic is we don't have to do a lot to attract in what it is that we're creating. It doesn't mean we don't work hard, and yet we don't have to push. We don't have to grab on. It's a very easeful energy where we get to stand and create in exactly who we are.
Nice. Thank you. Amanda.
Soulful is that soul alignment that you have within yourself, that you're connecting to that true self of you, which is love, and that soul's essence of you, which holds your wisdom, your power, all of the thing that's coming in, juicy things that you came here to share, to be and share in the world. And the magnetic is when you're in vibrational alignment with what's in your highest order and your infinite diamond potential, then that is what's coming in magnetically. You don't have to go out and chase it, search for it. It comes to you. And when we really allow ourselves to be that soulful magnetic, now we're really manifesting in that abundant prosperity, in that 5th dimension or higher vibration.
Thank you. So we're having a spiritual conversation today, right? All of these ladies are very into spirituality, like me. I mean, I've been talking to God since I was a kid. I thought everybody could do it, when I was younger, and realized, oh, I guess that's not as easy for some people. But I love to be able to hold that space for each of you to connect with your higher soul, with source, with the divine. And the more connected you are, the more blessings come through. So it's really easy to be magnetic to the bountiful, good, wonderful, incredible things in life. All right. So, ladies, I want to hear more about how you help people and who are your favorite types of people to help. We'll go with Dr. Katya first.
Right. So I'm a spiritual counselor and I love supporting those who are purpose driven. They want to create impact in the world, but sometimes we get stuck. We just have the calling, but then all these blocks come up and hold us back from really doing what we feel in our hearts that we do, or we maybe are already doing. And then we feel there is the next level, but somehow I'm stuck on the way to get there. So I help to clear those energetic blocks, clear karmic patterns or imprints, so that you can really succeed on purpose and thrive even after trauma.
Thank you. Amanda.
So I've been categorized as an evolution catalyst. And what that really means is I really help catalyze people to their next level. But with that connection at that soul level, so that they're not having to come from the egoic mind. And just like Katya said, we have energetic blocks. We have conditioning, programming, lineage encodings. We could have past life bleed-throughs that get in the way of what our soul's calling is and purpose is. And even when we get started and we're really excited, we all of a sudden we get to a certain level and or a certain point, and we don't go beyond that. And that's because there is this misalignment within us energetically, in our chakras, our energy bodies, due to what these different patterns and vibrations that we might be holding. So what I help clients do is actually move through those. We utilize the Diamond Co-Creative System, which fuses sacred geometry and spiritual principles and becomes a soul line success blueprint for people to follow, and so that they can get to that next level of what they're here to do, but also that next level of living, next level of relationships that they desire, next level of income, impact, and being that of business.
Fantastic. And Amanda is in the pillar with me that will be coming out the beginning of 2026, which we're excited about. All right, Stephanie, how do you help people? What's your favorite kind of people to help?
There's so much beautiful alignment here. So most of the people that I work with have been silenced in some way in their formative years, sometimes through growing up around functional alcoholism or addiction or mental illness, and don't realize how much that continues to impact them. So they've pushed really hard to get to where they are. Many of them are creatives or entrepreneurs, and like they're continuing to try to push and don't understand that there's this energetic wall that's actually blocking them. So we heal trauma through boundaries. And I know that is a word that many of us are allergic to. And yet it is healing the trauma that is generational, that has been passed down, that they grew up around. A lot of it is silenced. And a lot of it is silent because there's a lot of things that many of us grew up around that we still don't talk about. And so it is giving them a voice. It is clearing out the old energies. It is multidimensional, multi-lifetime. And when we're free of those old energies and we've transformed the stories, we get to move forward in a whole new way and actually get to define what a dream means for us, rather than so many of us had our dreams defined by those that we grew up around. So it's a beautiful, whole new freedom where we get to co-create in a whole new way.
Wonderful. For me, I've been clairvoyant my entire life. I started getting paid for healing when I was a kid, 8 years young, $1 for 10 minutes. And I love serving the empathic, conscious souls who want to up level personally and professionally. So I'll see like what is in your blind spot, what is in your subconscious that's blocking you from money, love, health, and spirituality. And then pull out one of my plentitude of tools and healing modalities and help facilitate those shifts so that you can be 100% aligned and congruent with your goals and help you be successful with them. So, we're all healers on this panel and play with energy. And it's really a fun place to be. So definitely sign up for Soulful and Magnetic at the link that your speaker, put in the post for you, or just go to soulfulandmagnetic.com. And we would love to play with you there. And we're going to deepen the conversation now. So, ladies, what is a limiting belief or wound? I would say, what are the most common limiting beliefs or wounds that are blocking people from being successful and, manifesting the life that they want to create? And I'll start with Stephanie.
And how did I know that? It's still looking for approval from the world outside of us. And we're taught that from a very young age. We inherently look for approval, that we know we're okay. And we're taught to look for approval from the people who are raising us, from our teachers, from the other people who are, quote unquote, guiding us. And then we get rebellious in our teenage years and sometimes fall into a system of doing what we think we're supposed to do. And then we realize that doing what we think we're supposed to do can actually be limiting in and of itself as well, because in a way that is connected with looking for that external approval. So when we truly understand where that comes from and clear those energies, we get to create a new story and our own, I don't even want to call it new rules. It's actually energetic boundaries and boundaries of how we want to move through the world, regardless of anybody else's approval or yes or no or anything else. It's kind of magical.
Thank you. Dr. Katya.
There we go. So one of the common things, especially when we go through trauma and challenging life experiences, is then to have this limiting belief that somehow I'm not good enough. And that is a story that we tell because something happened. We started to telling a story and we started to see our life from a little bit of that perspective that we are not good enough, and then we see more and more of that. And when you are then aiming to create that impact, that is really holding you back. But it is truly a story that events that we have gone through this life, past lives, have influenced that story, but it is not true. And that's what I love, helping people to start really tapping into the love and light that they are, so they can see that they are more than enough. They totally are amazing soul having this human experience here. So that's what I hear often, the I am not good enough story.
That is so common. I see that all the time in sessions. And even when I'm doing my own inner reflection, like, another layer, okay, come up and out.
Yeah.
We have these, many layers to find our true self, right? Okay, Amanda.
Well, that's the evolution of ourselves. We're always really becoming, more and more of who we are. Well, I would say diddle, diddle, diddle. I was going to bring up the I'm not good enough piece, but I'm going to bring another piece in with that is proving. It's the proving that you're worthy, lovable, likable, proving that you deserve what you want and need. And a lot of that comes from codependent behaviors and patterns. Stephanie was talking about the alcoholism, any of that kind of trauma, abuse, alcoholism, any type of addictive kind of energy or environments that we grew up in, then has this need to prove that we are worthy, that we're lovable, and that we're valuable. So even as when you go through, whether you're in career or corporate, or now if you're an entrepreneur, having to prove that you have worth and value to your clients or to your company or whatever. And that gets into so much of the shoulds and have tos, and there is no energetic alignment when that happens. And now you're having to push, strive, struggle, suffer, and really not have fun in what you're doing.
Yes, no more shoulds. No shitting on yourself.
Right. A 4-letter word, shoulding is a 4-letter word.
Yes. Well, I love doing the deep core wound healings because those core wounds affect every single area of life. It's the not feeling loved, not feeling seen, heard, wanted, worthy, deserving. Oops, dropped an earring. Oh well. Not belonging, right? And so these kinds of wounds can ripple out and affect money, health, relationships. So that's why I created my Love Seen Heard TV show so that I could actually, in addition to all the other ways that I'm helping with healing, it's going to be going out on streaming platforms within this next month. So there's going to be little healings every episode for something related to feeling love, seen, and heard. Right. And all right. So I'm curious, what is one of the blind spots that you guys have had that has blocked you from visibility or peace or success? And what did you do to shift within yourself? Who feels ready to go first on that one? Just raise your hand. You still thinking? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because there is a lot, like so many layers, like we talked about, has come forward. And one of the things I was just sharing today about the fear of visibility, like that really have different layers. And when I got started to do this work over a decade ago, I was frozen. Like even thinking of putting a workshop out there, sharing the work and deep work that I do, I was so afraid. And this was a terror, really, like feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be safe because of past life memories. They came so real. And that then clearing some of that, but then there was another layer and another layer that we have talked about until finding that courage to share that work. And that thanks to having spiritual counselors supporting me and my work, seeing those blind spots that Tiffany works as well. Because sometimes we don't even want to go there because that was so scary. So
Mhm.
that's why having the support has really helped to clear those blocks, that I can be here today with all of you and sharing the work that I do in the world.
Mhm. Thank you. Yeah, just today, this morning, I noticed more layers of victim energy that I soaked up from family, right? And past lives. And so I was like clearing like 63 past lives and, you know, like, I don't know, 13 generations on one side and 18 generations of stuff from the other side of the family, all related to victimhood. And, you know, it's something that I've worked on off and on for decades now, but more stuff came up. And I think when we can let that mirror show us that there's more yet to be healed without having frustration or feeling bad, like, when is this ever going to end? To just surrender to, well, we're spiritual beings. We're on this path of consciousness. And until we get to enlightenment, there's going to be layers. Right? Okay. Amanda, how about your blind spots and how'd
Well,
you heal
I
from
would
them?
say it's not a final destination about until we get to enlightenment. We're always going to evolve because the universe is always evolving. So it's infinite, right?
Mhm.
So I would say for me, my blind spot was really owning my brilliance and my power. And being able to even say that and come out with that, and also to come out of the spiritual closet. I came from 20 years of corporate. I climbed up the corporate ladder. I was the vice president of sales and marketing when my soul got me fired. And then as I went out to go, okay, what am I to do for the rest of my life? What am I here for? This is when the Diamond Code Creative System came in. And I really was pushing it away because it's something that I worked with in another past life. And because of my brilliance back then, I had actually said, I'll never let myself be that brilliant again and let myself be seen again. So go back to the visibility, right? And not let myself be out there, be a teacher, be a healer, be a master of what I do, and share that out in the world. So when I finally got to the point of, you know what, I'm pretty brilliant at what I do, and really started owning that and embodying that, then talk about magnetic. That is when the magnetic really occurred. And that is when the prosperity started rising, the abundance started flowing in, because I allowed myself to go there.
Fantastic. All right. Stephanie.
My blind spot was how much I allowed my stories to define who I was. And they also gave me a sense of safety. So when I started my healing journey many, many years ago, I created labels for myself of I was a victim of this, or that had happened, or this was my family. And I had a lot of layers of labels. And I got active in Al-Anon many years ago. And there was one day that I went to a group session. Well, it was a day of meetings. And there was an AA meeting, and a man came in, which I'd never been to. A man came in and told a story. And then I led an adult children of alcoholics meeting. And the man came in and told the exact same story. And the light bulb went off for me of I saw how stuck people were in their stories, and I saw how stuck I was in my story. And that was when I stepped into energy healing and brought back gifts that I had as a young child and through trauma had lost the connection to.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an unwinding of the stories and the labels and the boxes that had provided safety for a while that actually served me, that I needed to be able to explore the experiences that no person should ever experience. And I now get to use the wisdom from my scars to help other people with the energy healing to step out of their boxes and their labels. And they're good for a while, and we're not meant to stay there.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll have you stay there and
Okay.
answer this next question. Like, what role does spirituality, intuition, and energy play in your version of success and abundance?
It's everything, because it as we step deeper into it, we're letting go of control. There's an analogy that I use that if you were to fill up the palm of your hand with water, when we're trying to control it, we're squeezing it out, and we lose all of it. We lose the connection, we lose the water, we lose everything. Yet when we allow it to sit in the palm of our hands, it reflects the sky. It might evaporate, it might freeze, depending on the conditions that we're in. So spirituality and intuition means I am open to receive the prosperity and the magic that the universe has been trying to give me for a long time, and yet my fists were closed and I didn't let any of it in. So this is where I get to play with the greater wisdom that's out there. And it's also a reminder that what is meant for me will never be withheld. So I don't have to squeeze the water out of my hand trying to hold on to it anymore. I get to be.
Nice. And just cup it.
Exactly. Right. And,
Yep.
and it might reflect the stars or the clouds or the sun or anything.
Mhm.
It will
Nice.
be what it will be. Yeah.
Thank you. Katya.
Well, thanks to spirituality and the gift of grace, I am still here today. So it has really led me to this path. And yes, my mind resisted for a while. I did not want to step into doing this energy healing work and being a spiritual teacher and counselor. And the calling gets so and so strong until I finally said, okay, yes, let's do it. I trust that it will be safe this time around, and stepped into this work. And I trust the guidance that I receive, and the intuition has led me. It has brought beautiful people into my life. Like sometimes the random connections are not that random, and always like having that trust in the guidance that we receive. And there can be greater ease when we are going ahead and following the intuitive guidance instead of trying my way, because there's
Yes.
the other way. So it has been a beautiful path and so many blessings. I'm super grateful for the guidance I have received and the spirituality to lead me here today and find the joy of living and the loving once again.
I think intuition is something that we all help people, our clients and students with. And for me, like it guides my life. And sometimes I'll get intuition about something that I don't want to do. Right? My inner child, my personality is like, I don't want to, right? But it's the times that I surrender to those divine messages and not like the personality, then life is better. It's more graceful. And I think if we all got into a greater habit of tuning in and discerning, yes, this is actually intuition. This is like from God, from my soul, from the universe, versus just a voice in our body or various personality ego parts, then you can start to trust it. and then take more confident action on it. Amanda, what do you think?
I'm right there with you all. I would say once I was out of corporate and really seeking like what's the next step here, I was on a spiritual journey and definitely going into deep energetic healing of my past and all the conditioning and programming. And it was really connecting on that spiritual level that guided me to the next step. And as I learned how to do that, and interesting enough, the Diamond Code Creative System downloaded before I was really on that path yet. And the guides kept on saying, well, this is what you're to do. And I would argue with them like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, what is this thing? No, I don't want to do that. So I would argue with God and my guides and everyone that, no, I don't think I'm supposed to do that. But as I surrendered more and really, because I really was very clear that my way didn't work. And so I was, and I admitted it, my way isn't working. So why don't you maybe step into what they're offering you? And the more that I worked with the system, the more my intuition heightened. It was already there, but my clairgifts really opened up even more because I'm very claircognitive and clairaudient. But then my other clairgifts opened up. And as I did that, you were talking, Tiffany, about really, it builds that trust. And the more that you realize that it's not an either or, meaning the physical, the third dimensional, it's an and the and is in the fifth dimension, and it's that and is spiritual and physical. We have to have both to truly manifest on this earth who we are and what we're here to do.
Thank you. All right. So as we continue with this spiritual conversation, we are going to do some blessings for humanity. So if you are watching this, participate with us. Even in the recordings, participate with us, okay? So I'll go ahead and I'll start us off. And the way I want to do it is a prayer, and you can pray in whatever way you want to pray. And imagine the earth in front of you like a small ball, and we're going to put our hands up and we're going to bless the earth with all these, juicy blessings from the divine. So, if you want to be aware of your heart and your crown and then your hands, and then just let that energy flow out of you, that's even better. Okay. All right. Thank you, God, Divine Mother, Divine Father, all the great, great ones, spiritual teachers, spiritual elders, angels, saints, helpers, and guides. Thank you. Thank you for pouring your love, your healing, your blessings to every person, every being on this planet. Saturate them with hope, with safety, with ease, with mercy and grace, with prosperity and abundance. May there be goodwill and a willingness to do good, a strong desire to think good thoughts that are empowering, kind, loving words, and having generous actions, divinely guided actions. Help us to also take even better care of our world. May there be clean air, clean earth, clean water, spiritual loving people who take care of our planet. Blessings be for all of the nature, all the animals in the world. May there be food, clothing, shelter for all. Thank you for the health, energy, and blessings on all levels. May there be even more spirituality and an elevation of consciousness, peace within, and peace without, and a visceral, tangible presence of the divine to guide our thoughts, our words, and our deeds, and to just be snuggled up in that warm, fuzzy blanket of love and comfort. And with that, I pass. So whoever wants to add, just unmute yourself and go.
That no matter what is happening in the world, you are safe, you are guided, you are surrounded by love. And you can settle into this energy knowing that in this very moment, you are safe.
And then we just send billions and billions and billions of universal L's, which are universal love and co-creation in the highest order, in the highest consciousness of love, gratitude, grace, peace, and joy to all peoples, all beings, all kingdoms, plant, mineral, water, all the finned, all the winged, all the divine beings on this planet. We just ask that you grace us with this love and help transmute, transcend any discord, any out of alignments with love, with ease and grace.
And I'm asking great archangels also guide us here so that we can see our life through soul's perspective, so that we can see the lessons we have learned and we are learning as individual and as collective. Allow us to see the loving within us and in others. Let us see how the Mother Earth loves us. And let us feel the connection and the support that is available for us. Allow us to truly enjoy this journey that we have here and the opportunity to choose loving each and every time.
So be it. Amen. Thank you, ladies. Yeah. So as you can see, with our collective, conscious, spiritual, loving vibe, we're bringing that to this summit. Come live on Zoom, October 17th, to Soulful and Magnetic. Prosperity by Design, okay? Because there's going to be insights, there'll be kinesthetic experiences from the speakers and a ton of free gifts. And even the VIP is super cheap. It's only $27. And one speaker's VIP gift exceeds that. You also get a free half-hour session with me and access to my Sacred Body, Sacred Soul book club when you sign up for VIP. So it is a smoking hot deal. Okay. And now I'd love for the speakers to tell us about your gifts and the topic that you're going to focus on, when it's your time to speak. So Amanda, why don't you go first? Tell us about your topic and gifts.
So my topic is manifest your all on a soul-aligned and purposeful path. And I'll be talking about, everyone's here for a reason, helping people to tap into that and to what their path is and the plan. And also unraveling some of what we talked about today that gets in the way of your success and of your impact and income as you do your work. And the gift that I'm giving, the free gift, is the Manifest Your All. It's a manifestation tool from the Diamond Code Creative System that really works. It saves you time, money, energy, effort. It's an amazing tool. I just manifested my new home, looked at 2 places and got the second place. That was it. You know,
Fantastic.
can you imagine? I mean, there's a lot out there to rent, and a lot of people looking. And so, second place, I was first in, and received it right away. Exactly. That was the fastest one so far. The last time I had a new home was I looked at 6 places. This one was 2. So I'm like,
Nice.
yes, thank you. So it does really work. And then the VIP gift I gave is a half-hour soul reading with me. And it's a one-on-one in which we will tap into your soul's essence and find out what your soul really wants you to know, because a lot of times we're ignoring it. And there may be places where you want some confirmation, clarity, and we'll get into that during the soul reading.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Stephanie, topics and gifts.
So we're going to dive into how boundaries are your superpower and talk about the 3 messages that a lot of times keep us from stepping into our magnificence. And there will be, because I love doing this, an experiential guided visualization and energy healing for viewers to connect with the one of the 3 and to clear the energies that are connected with it. So it's a lot of fun. And I love doing this guided visualization, and it's always a little bit different. So it's really helping people to feel what it feels like to no longer be carrying the energy connected with that message. The free gift is a copy of my second book, The Impact of Silence, Reclaim the Sovereignty of Your Soul, which has a lot of invitations in it for you to go deeper into your own journey. And the VIP gift is a 4-part masterclass on the sacred art of reclaiming your space. So videos as well as worksheets to help you discover what has really been in the way and energy healing for you to step into you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Katya.
Yeah, so my talk will be about breaking the karmic cycle.
Yay!
Finally, let's liberate ourselves. What is the key to unlocking soul aligned success? And so we talk about what these cycles are and why we struggle to break free from them, and how we can do it, how we can turn from the why this is happening to me to why this is happening for me. And really, I will highlight the path to freedom and flow so that you can really succeed on purpose. And then the gift for everyone, let's start feeling lighter. So I will offer you 3 meditations that will help you to continue the clearing that we start already in this session, and then just connect with your soul's wisdom even deeper, and then you can start co-creating. So that's the meditation package. And then my VIP gift is a very special one, because we will start to do the energy clearing work. I will offer a group healing session where we will discover what's your biggest karmic cycle that has been holding you back from really truly creating the impact in the world. So we will then do energy clearing around that biggest block so that you can gain that soul level wisdom and awareness and just shift and change how you see your past and how you move forward from here.
Thank you. And I'm going to talk about ka-ching your money space and my free gifts. Oh, and during that, I'm going to be doing clairvoyant readings. So laser coaching, clairvoyant readings, something healing and experiential for you. And then my free gift is to my financial abundance boost, which has 10 to 15-minute mini healing sessions for 15 days. So every day is a different focus around how to embody more prosperity and abundance and clean out more stuff. And then my VIP gift is returning to your peace place. So it has 3 75-minute classes that are day 1 is about your money space, day 2 your life space, day 3 your health space, and being able to embody, greater abundance, time, energy, health, and vitality. Okay. So definitely come and play with all of us. Pick up your gifts, your free gifts, and then like another maybe $3,000-$4,000 of VIP gifts that you get for $27. So it's very, very worth it. And we're going to just hold space for you to be loved, to feel safe, to embody new and greater possibilities. So together,
I play big and let myself be seen.
let yourself be seen and let yourself be abundant. See you at the summit.